Hi everyone. Whether you're a student, a professional, or just looking to get things done in a short amount of time or by the end of the year, then this video is for you. Today I will be sharing top 10 productivity apps that have been used by myself, professionals, students, and some of my friends have even said that these have been life changers themselves. So without further ado, I will be sharing the top 10 productivity apps in 2024. Now, for myself, I have been a college student, of course, graduated, moved on to be a working professional. And let me tell you, when these deadlines are approaching, whether you have a teacher or whether you have a manager that's saying, what are your milestones and have you been getting your projects done on time? That can be daunting. But what if you are able to stay on top of your work, even get ahead sometimes, and prove to your teachers or prove to your managers or bosses that you yourself are staying on top of it. So without further ado, let's start with the top 10 productivity apps of 2024. Now, the first one that you might have heard of is a cult favorite, and that is called Notion. Notion is a workspace for note-taking, collaboration, and just creating idea lists. I myself use Notion on a day-to-day basis for getting my projects together, deadlines, and even sometimes meal planning. So let me show you guys how it works. What I like about the Notion app is that it's mobile friendly and also desktop friendly. So whether you're working from your app, all of that will be synced and saved to be further worked on the desktop. So if I am on the go, just on my phone, looking at what I need to get done, I can quickly look on my mobile phone, or if I'm at work and actually needing to see some in-depth folders, files, things like to-do lists, checklists, then I can quickly log on to my workspace and continue from there. So if we go into my Notion, I have things in here that might be relevant for both students and professionals. So if we look at something like a course schedule, you can see that sometimes, like myself, like to see things broken down week by week. Seeing things like dates, lesson plans, assignments, topics, all of that is here for you. And so what I used to do is I would get my syllabus. If you're in college, what's great is that teacher would give you your syllabus for the term, and you can just load your entire syllabus week by week into the app and stay on top of deadlines. So if you're a student, this is great for looking over a course schedule, staying on top of that, adding in tags, topics. And what's also great is you can click into your weeks. So if I were to open this up, I can see what I'm doing Tuesday, Thursday, any of my readings, adding some comments. You can collaborate with people. And so it's just a great app to have if you're a student. The other thing that I like about Notion is if you just need a simple to-do checklist, you can add task names, assign it to people when they're due, simply just check them off like this, and you have a simple checklist. The last thing that I use Notion for, if you are a working professional and you need to eat, you want to eat healthy, have a meal planner here that you can just basically put in your whole week, what you're going to be eating for meals. And what I like to do is sometimes if you were to click into a meal, you can add some links into the recipes. So Notion is also great for things like habit tracking. If you are someone that likes to do journaling, running, 8 hours of sleep, whatnot, you can put that into a habit tracker. Some people like to do that little check off the box to see that they have accomplished what they needed to in the day. And so that's great to have just a habit tracker on a day-to-day basis. And so I would say Notion is just a all-around app that if you're a student, if you're a professional, if you're simply just a gym enthusiast, Notion is for you, and you can create checklists and habit trackers and all of that. So that is why I've listed Notion as the #1 pick, because it has been a fan favorite, it has been a favorite for myself, and I hope that you find it useful as well. Now, the second app that we're going to be taking a look at is called Todoist. This is a popular task management app that helps you to organize and prioritize tasks. So let's take a look at what Todoist is. So if we go ahead and open it up. Now, Todoist, I would say it is like a task tracker, but it is very much something that you can honestly just use in your notes app. I've played around with Todoist a little bit, so I've added things like you can see, such as grocery shopping, meeting friends for lunch, taking out the trash, working out at home, and you're just, checking this off the list. You can have them upcoming within a calendar, see what you need to do. And I would say it's basically a checklist that gives you also a calendar view. So if you don't need things like Notion, where it's, a really in-depth programmed like file system, then I would say this app is for you if you just need a simple checklist. But like I said, the Notes app is also a simple checklist if you have an iPhone. So this is going to be an okay for me. Maybe not something I would use as often, but yeah, I would say if you just need a simple checklist, go ahead and download this app. And the next one that we're gonna be taking a look at is probably one of my favorites as a working professional, and it is called Microsoft OneNote. I can go on and on about this app. I have used it in school, and I have basically really learned how to use it to where I can help myself be more productive in my day-to-day 9 to 5. So Microsoft OneNote, it's basically it comes in a desktop version, and they also have a mobile app, but it's basically a software where you have journals within this kind of productivity app. And you can open up a journal and add pages as if it was an actual journal. And so what I would do is I would create a journal, for example, for meetings. And each page would be a day of the week, or just a singular day. And so what I would do is I would open up a day, and I would put everything that happened in that day at work. So if I talked to someone and I had really important notes I needed to write down, I would put them in there. If I had a presentation and I had some key question takeaways, I would also type them in there. Basically, everything that happened in that day would go down in that page in Microsoft OneNote. And so what I would then do is, say a week passed and I'm like, this question popped up, I don't remember it, but I remember someone said it and I wrote it down. So I'm going to go into Microsoft OneNote, and I'm just going to do a broad search of a term, because that term is related to what that person was talking about. Once I search up that term, that page will instantly pop up, and it's a lot easier than having to jot down notes on a piece of paper. So let me show you how it works. If you open up Microsoft OneNote, here is a notebook. Now you can add a section. So let's say our section is meetings. Then you want to go into the section, add a page. It already has today's date, but what I like to do is I would do September 2nd, 2024, and then go from there, write down whatever happened in the day. And then I would go back, continue that, and continue it. So, and then, like I said, that search function is right here. So this is a blank notebook. Nothing's going to be in there yet. But if you were to do a search, it would dive straight into that notebook and then straight into that page. So this is the app version. I honestly don't use the app version unless I need to see something briefly. Microsoft OneNote is really great on the desktop version. You can do so many things. Like I said, I can go on and on about this, but you can highlight, you can add audio, you can add pictures, diagrams. And so if you guys want a separate video on Microsoft OneNote, comment down below and I will do an in-depth review on that, how that can help you further. So the next app that we're going to be taking a look at is called Trello. This is a visual project management tool. So if you guys have heard about a Kanban board, this is basically what Trello is. If you're a visual person, highly recommend this. Because what you can do is you can create tasks and then you can simply move them to done or doing or to do. And so let me show you how this works. So what I did was I created a to-do list. So these are just some blank to-dos, like marketing newsletter, email send out, product testimonials. And what you can do is you can hold on to it and you can slide it to doing. So that shows that you're in progress. And what's great about this is you can add members. So if you own a business and you have employees, you can add your team members on here. Or if you're a professional and you are working on a project, you can add your team members and they can see, say Bob is getting this project done, and I don't have to go to Bob and say like, hey, like, where are you on this project? I can see that it's under doing and it's in progress. What someone also can do is they can add checklists. They can add what they've done, some task subjects, what has been completed. And so I would say this is like the app Todoist, but it is now in a singular board, and you can add members to help you see, what you're getting done in your workspace. So if you're a visual person, I would say this is a great productivity app. All right. And the next one is called Focus. So this is kind of a music app, and it's designed to help improve your focus and concentration. I have actually not played around with this before. I figured we can just go through and get started together. So they're going to ask first a few questions. So what's my style? Let's say I like to be relaxed when I work. Some people go to coffee shops and they have such upbeat music, and that is just so distracting for me. So I just probably really need some classical lo-fi music. What's your coffee or stimulant intake like? Let's say medium. And then just some quick stats, I guess. Okay. 20s. Get ready to see what music is best for your flow. Continue to channels. So I think I have my audio on. Let's see. So let's preview this one. Okay, I like the spot. I'm a spot. So we're gonna go with tranquility. Start with tranquility. So I picked tranquility. It looks like you can edit the session length. So let's say I'm just doing a 60-minute block. Let's do calm, begin time session. Okay. So all right, let's stop. Okay. At first look, Focus at Will looks like it's a app that basically is a timer and music in one, which honestly, you can just put on some music and a timer. But if you need an app to do it for you, it's here. The playlists are here. So why not? Yeah, this is not a favorite of mine. Let's just move on. Okay. The next one, the next productivity app that we're going to be looking at is Slack. Slack, people probably that are working professionals know what Slack is. It is an app where you can collaborate with your team members. If you have a project, it's basically like Facebook Messenger, but for professionals. You still got the emojis, you can still send GIFs, you can still collaborate in, group message in one space. But Slack is the go-to app for professionals. A lot of tech companies use it. And so it's just become the communication platform that's designed to collaborate for team members. Now I can show you what Slack looks like. So I created this Slack channel called Apple Juice just for example purposes. So if we were creating an apple juice factory for the example of this, I just named the Slack Apple Juice. And so this channel is creating an apple juice factory. Close this too. Okay. So basically you can add people here. You can message. You can do things, what's called a huddle. So that's basically FaceTime, but for professionals. So like I said, Slack is just a working professional group chat. And so if you are a professional, you probably use Slack on a day-to-day, so I won't spend too much time on this, but this is definitely designed for someone who is in the workspace. All right, so the next app is called Forest. Now, if you are a plant enthusiast, this productivity app is for you. Myself, I am not good with plants. Every plant I touch, I just don't know what happens. The plants just don't survive. So I'm just gonna show you this app. So this app called Forest, what you do is you have this timer for your productivity. And so the app that we had looked at earlier, Focus at Will, had a timer and it had music, but instead this is a timer where at the end of that block, you will have a tree, a virtual tree. So let me show you how it works. So here is my little tree. And what you can do is you can pick different trees and you can unlock trees as you collect coins. Coins are basically collected by how many trees you finish planting. So let me just show you how it works. Let's go ahead and do this one. Okay. And let's do a 10-minute focus time. So I'll do plant. And basically the time has started. And once it is completed, I'm just going to cancel, but once it's completed, like I completed a 10-minute time block yesterday, just so I can see how it works. I collected 3 coins. Now, when you have a certain amount of coins, you can go in and you can purchase more trees, plant more trees. And so the idea here is that the more you study or the more you have these work blocks, you are incentivized with coins to buy more virtual plants. So what's really great about this app is if you're truly a plant enthusiast or you're just, you want to do good for the environment, good for the world, you can go to Real Forest section and you can turn your coins into planting a real tree. I think that this is so amazing. They've already planted over 1 million trees. It looks like they have forest garden programs in Cameroon, Kenya, Senegal, Uganda, and Tanzania. And so this is just a great nonprofit that is not only helping you be productive, but it's also helping the world. So I would say give this app a try. It can be addicting, collecting coins, planting trees, but save up your coins and maybe have the goal to plant a real tree. All right, the next app we're going to be taking a look at is called RescueTime. This app is a time management app that tracks digital activities to help users understand their habits and increase productivity. Now, when I downloaded this app, it asked me if I were a student or working professional. I clicked working professional. It also asked me how many hours of the day that I work. I selected 9 to 5. And it also asked me things like, what's too late working for you? I said anything after 5 is too late. And then it also asked me what's too early. I said anything before 5 a.m. So we're gonna take a look at the app. It's called RescueTime. And what it does is what you basically prepare yourself to focus. You do a warm up and then you begin whatever activity. So you click begin. What are you focusing on right now? Let's say I'm just doing some admin work. You can add your project and task later, but I'm just gonna say we're focusing on admin work. I wanna work for 25 minutes. You can label your location you want, if you want, but prep your environment. So some people wanna get water, have a clean working environment, but you would click let's go. Continue. It's telling you if you have a digital space, close screens, tabs that might pull you away from your focus. At the end of the workday, I have like 100 tabs open. Anyways, continue. All right, prep your body, take a bathroom break, get a snack, glass of water, and begin. So all in all, you can see that this app helps you get into the mindset and starts a timer. It's a very simple app, but if that is something that, you kind of need that pre-prep work of getting into your workspace, this is a great app for that. And it tells you that 72 other people are in focus, so you're not alone in your focus mode. All right, the next app that we're going to be taking a look at is called Asana. Many project managers use this for themselves, but if you're a student, professional, you can use it too. So let's get started. So like I said earlier, I had this kind of preset project of opening an apple juice factory. It's not real, but I'm just doing it for the kind of the purpose of this video. So if we look at the project, I can click into it and I put a to-do list. So finding factories for sale, find a farm for apple growth, master an apple juice recipe. I can assign it to someone. I can put due dates, priorities. So this is a very visual app. This app is very similar to Trello, where it is a visual project management app. So Asana is more or less the same, but I would say that you can add more sections, you can add multiple projects, and you can add team members and goals that you have in mind. So I would say Asana is great for someone like a student. If you have multiple courses, why not make a Asana project for each course or each test coming up? And you can put tasks that you need to do, read chapters 1 through 3 on Monday, do a practice quiz on Wednesday. So if you're a student, it's great to have. If you're a professional, you probably have multiple projects. And so Asana is great for that, where you can list out your projects, go into each project, add group members. It's just an awesome way to stay organized. And the last app, if you are a gamer, this one is definitely for you. It is called Habitica. And basically, you can complete tasks and earn health. I'm not a gamer, so correct me if this is wrong, but you can go into Habitica. I already created my little avatar. It's actually so cool. You can add skin, hair color, bangs, shirt, hairstyle, whatever you want. But I think that it's really cool if you're a gamer. And I'll show you why. So I added things like drink 8 ounces of water, work over procrastinate, and send out marketing of the day. And you have these plus and minuses here. So for drinking 8 ounces of water, I definitely did not do that. Wait, 8 ounces? 8 ounces times. You're supposed to do 10 8-ounce. Anyways, let's just say I didn't even drink 8 ounces of water. I'm gonna do a negative. And you can see that my health, it's going down. But over here, work over procrastinate, say I did work, I reached level 3 for working. I don't know, I'm not a gamer, but it's kind of cool. All right, so, and I'm just gonna show you for the purpose of this, if we look at the bar, also if you reach a level, you get a full health bar. So do you see how it's like declining as I don't drink 8 ounces of water? Yeah, so you can add tasks here if you did it or not in the day, and your health and experience will go up. And what you can do with that is, I believe you can unlock different things like you can unlock things like a mustache, animal ears. So you use your coins that you collect to unlock things that improve your avatar. Now, the thing about this is it's not like Asana, or it's not like, it's not like a Kanban board where you can put tasks and within the tasks put milestones and stuff. It's simply just a habit tracker. So if you want to use this actually for your personal self, like, did you drink your full water? Did you go to the gym today? Did you check in on your friends? This can be your own personal tracker. So if you're a gamer, definitely check this one out. It's not a bad app to have. And that concludes the end of our video. Let me know what you guys think, as these are some of the top picked productivity apps of 2024. I personally love Notion, Microsoft OneNote, Slack, and Asana. I'm a visual person, so these are definitely great apps to have. And The other app that I did not think that would be something that I liked was actually the Forest app. I'm not someone that is great with plants in person, but the fact that I can turn my productivity into planting a real tree, that is something that I don't mind doing on a daily basis, or when I just need some time blocks to be productive. Let me know in the comments below what apps work for you, what apps don't work for you, and any other productivity videos that you might want to see going into 2024 and into the future. So thank you everyone for watching. Stay tuned for next week's video. Bye-bye.